Let's take a walk down and take a look at our VAC 1100s. I'll show you how those work. Now we're going to come over here. We're going to take a look at our VAC 1100. This is kind of neat. It's something we created with a couple of our customers, and they tell us what the problems are with the vacuum system when this first started, and we've all worked hard together to come up with some solutions. The first one is the VAC 1100's got a special crevice claw that we have, and it's designed to give us maximum suction, great reach for the customer, extreme durability because it's molded plastic opposed to a blow mold. We've also here allowed to put our couple of bleeder holes on top that allow the customer to vacuum much easier because you can actually pick it up and release it off the carpet, and the air moving helps to move the trash through the pipe to the separator. And the neat part is when the customer goes to grab it, when they pull it out, they remember how hard it was and how cool it is going back in, so they almost always put your tool away. And the way this is designed is the only one like it. When it's put away, those two holes up top are sealed off completely. So as long as there's no air running from here, then the vacuum cleaner is not working as hard. It's running without moving any air, so the amperage draw is less. Kind of like having a VFD on the system without the expense. So when all these tools are put away, that vacuum cleaner is drawing probably 40% less amps than it would be at full load. And as each one customer pulls away, it amps up a little bit more because it's moving air, and then it winds back down again. The other neat feature on this here is the VAC 1100 is the actual post itself with the holder for the vacuum crevice tool. Optional is a trash can that can be mounted to the side that keeps the barrel off the ground, keeps it from blowing away, eliminates the look of using a chemical or a detergent barrel as your trash barrels. The other feature we have is also a liner that we can put inside so that we can easily dump and empty the barrels and keeping this receptacle clean. And then you can still put a trash bag inside there as well. If you didn't use the liner, this one here will release off the pole and you can take this out and dump it, is the way it works. We have a hose reel mounted on this side here so we can coil the hose up. And again, because it's free, a lot of times the customers are very willing to put the hose back where it belongs for us. And it keeps it off the ground and keeps the hose nice and neat and clean. You come around the back side here and we'll take a look at the actual vac trash collector. And this is what does all the work. Now we're going to take a look at our vacuum trash collector. This is really what makes the vacuum system work well. When we looked at the vacuum turbine, there was just a little bit of dust in there, and that's because this is what's collecting all of our trash. We're going to pull this hose down. It'll be a little bit noisy, but we'll go in here and take a look and see how this works. Okay, our vacuum is being plumbed here underground, and it's coming up through this pipe in a 4-inch line, reduced down to 2-inch. We've got a vacuum valve adapter here. Inside this trash collector, we've got the top of it is not glued, so we can pop this off. We've got a filter in here that will allow anything smaller than a cigarette butt to take it and go back to that vacuum trash collector. So we're keeping our line clean. We're not letting any big trash or bags fly through here. One customer with a Publix or a supermarket trash bag in plastic will not only clog this up, so we can just go in and do it. If we let it go by to the vacuum itself, once that gets inside one of those filter bags, you lose filter area and you lose performance. By keeping these clean all the time and keeping that clean, we got maximum performance inside here. So we've got our suction line coming to the top. We've got another valve adapter here going to the hose so that we can service the hose, take it off, clean it, wash it. And all of the trash in here ends up in the bottom of this bucket. And again, this is not glued on, so that this here can be taken down and then emptied out. And this is where all the trash ends up, right in here. So anything from pens, pencils, nickels, dimes, quarters, anything that they can suck up will end up here, not in your trash collector and not in your pipe, underground or overhead. And once this goes back on again, suction will pull that right up. And we have no air loss whatsoever. So we have a nice tight system here, maximum suction and performance. I want to take a look and take another minute and talk about the actual crevice claw. This one here is set up with the crevice claw holder. And we call it a crevice claw because it's actually a combination between a claw, like a duck's bill that we use traditionally in the full serve for speed on the flat surfaces, but it's also very narrow and skinny, like a crevice tool that we would use in a detail system to get between the seats. The faster we get the customer to vacuum, the more throughput we have in our free vacuum area, the more cars we service without getting backed up to the tunnel. This one here was built to be used not only in the express environment, but it's got the same 1.5-inch inlet with the knob on it so that you can mount it to any vacuum hose that's with an 1.5-inch cuff adapter. It can be used in a traditional self-serve vacuum. It can be used in a traditional full serve. It's also got a stem in here that gives you support so this won't collapse. It's got the 2 knockouts here to drill the holes if you wish. If you don't want to drill them, they're not drilled. So depending on how you're using your unit. And also, like I said before, it's a molded plastic, so it's very durable. Most of our claws that we use in a full-serve car wash are very weak. If they're dropped on the floor one time and the customer drives over them or stands on them or something happens, they'll crush or they'll break. This one's very durable. It can't be bent. It can't be flexed. It can't collapse. It'll last a long, long time in an environment like this here where people are going to become abusive, drop them, run over them. It's a great tool for both express and all your vacuum needs. Something you should consider, the crevice claw.